Classic Survivor Endurance Challenge. So how this is going to work, you're going to decide. You can keep shoes on, shoes off. It's entirely up to you. One foot has to be in contact with each block at all times. The way you're going to hold yourself steady up here is by pressing your hands in from the outside. We're going to have a 3-minute round to start. At 15 seconds, I'm going to tell you it's time to start your transition. During the transition, you're allowed to hold on to the back side of the pole. That's all the rules. If you have a preference, they're all the same. Okay, go ahead and get up there. You can use your hands any way you like till you get yourself in position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're on. 3 minutes round. That's out. Coming up on transition. 15 seconds, begin transition. 10 seconds. Hands in place, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shauna drop. Sebastian wins final immunity. Congrats.
Good job, Sebastian.
I won it. To stand up on a pole forever. Well, at least it felt like forever. So I have immunity, which means I get to decide who I'm sitting with next to at Final Tribal Council. That is, I mean, after being 24 people, there only being 2 left. That's 1/12 of the people that started this thing. I mean, nobody thought that they were going to make it. And hopefully it's a testament to the game I played. And hopefully I can convey that to the jury and get the corn.
I wasn't able to pull it to a win, and Sebastian was, so ultimately it's going to be his call. He has been kind of my ride or die since Allison's vote, so I would be surprised if it wasn't me, which makes me just like really incredibly sad for Beth, who just has fought for this so badly. It's weird. I want to be there, and I just feel like Beth is a champion and Devontae's a champion and everybody's a champion, so I actually really have kind of mixed feelings about it, and I'm struggling to know if I even deserve my spot, so yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
So not really sure which way I want to head. It's, half a dozen and 6 pounds or whatever that is. I'm hungry, and but now I got to kick somebody out so I can get the Final Tribal Council.
Yeah, I've loved getting to play with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We have 3 moms in the final 5 more, but I had 4.
Yeah, right. I know.
Our kids are gonna be so proud.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna show this to them.
for real. Yeah.
Bring in our jury. MT, Eric. Gold. Taylor. Here, Bill. Melissa. Devontae. Voted out. Woo! So Beth, at this point of the game, the focus gets pretty narrow, right? It's why should Sebastian take me to the end with him? So what was your pitch?
I think Sebastian likes competition, so I told him that we should duke it out as 2 big threats in this game, and see who wins.
And what about you, Shauna?
Yeah, I mean, basically the same exact pitch. Let's go in and let's duke it out.
So how do you, Beth, how do you differentiate yourself if you're both throwing the same argument? If 2 big threats at the end is what you think he wants, how do you differentiate yourself from Shauna?
I think we've had very different games. We've played in very different ways. Sebastian and I together won all but 1 individual immunity, so I think that's a big thing right there. But yeah, I would love the chance to do that. Put on a good show. I know you love a good show.
I know a good show.
But
What about you, Shauna? How do you differentiate from Beth?
Well, Sebastian and I have worked together. We've collaborated together on strategies. So there's like a ride or die there. So, we're kind of relying on each other for that a little bit to take it to the end. So what I don't have in the competitive wins against Beth, I have in my relationship that I built with Sebastian.
So 2 good cases, Sebastian. Did you already have your mind made up, or was there something happening out there that may sway you?
I know what works best for my game, yeah. But you always have to ponder the permutations of everything and make sure you thought of everything right. And I worked hard to get here, and I think I made the right decisions along the way. And I know what I want to do.
All right. Well, Beth, you can only vote for Shauna. Shauna, you can only vote for Beth. So you 2 won't vote. Sebastian, you'll vote. You'll be the only vote that matters here. You're going to be voting out somebody, and at the same time deciding who's going to sit next to you at Final Tribal Council. Let's get to the vote.
Last time. I'm voting for you. It's because I think that I can get your vote by sending you over to the jury.
I'll get the vote. Final person voted out of Survival Challenge Season 10, and the last member of our jury, Beth.
Woo! Good game, Beth!
the most fun break from my children that I've ever had.
Beth, try to spell.
I felt if it was a final three, I would have won. But then when we got to the 4 immunity challenge, and he did not say this is your final immunity challenge, we started thinking about, okay, and I would have done vote 5 differently if we had known that, probably. First of all, it exceeds my expectations. Like, I knew it was going to be, I've seen some of the videos, so I knew that, like, there were legit challenges and everything, but just the sleeping on the ground, spooning with strangers to stay warm, like, I've never had to do that before, very random. And you know, it was dumb because I actually listened to your podcast where you were like, oh, we're going to have life-changing experiences. And I was kind of like the same. I'm like, oh, it'll be fun. And then I'll go home and like, I won't, but I kind of want to come back. Like, it was so much fun. And you really just get to know people on a different level. Coming in, like, I was so nervous the couple days before the game because I'm not used to doing things outside my comfort zone. Like, I'm very much a comfort zone person, which is not a good place always to be. And so my word of the year this year actually was discomfort. And in everything I've been trying to do, it's been like step out. If it, like, whether it's when I'm on the bike or whether it's like, I don't know, making a phone call that I have to make or having a conversation I don't really want to have. It's like trying to get past that. And so this was really, like, this was a big part of that. And just to like come into it not knowing if I would fail, because I'm not used to failing a lot at things. I did exceed my expectations. I kind of didn't want to get to the end because I didn't want to have to like eloquate about like why you should vote for me. I mean, discomfort. Yes, that's how you win, obviously. But like my ultimate goal was to make the jury. But then once I did that, I was like, no, we're not. That's not the ultimate goal anymore. The ultimate goal now is to make it to tomorrow. And then the ultimate goal, 6? No, I want to get to 5. And like 3 is pretty good. 3 is pretty good. It was the final 3. It just wasn't the final. So it's okay.
Bring in the jury. MT, Eric, Nicole, Taylor, here, Phil, Melissa, Devante, and Beth. Woo! So Sebastian, Shauna, congratulations.
Thank you.
You have gotten to that point in the game where the power is now shifted over to the jury. Your job is to convince them why you should be crowned Survival Challenge Season 10 winner and the possessor of the coveted Cobster. We'll leave that right there to inspire you. So we're going to let you each make opening statements, and then the jury will each have a chance to ask a question or make a statement. There will be no final statements, so everything's going to be interactive between the two of you if they're asking you questions. So plan accordingly. Either one of you care to go first?
Do you want me to go first?
Huh?
What do you want?
Take it away.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to this amazing jury. What am I doing? What's happening? Somebody stop me from crying. This amazing jury and this amazing cast for making this experience an absolute dream come true. It is amazing to be sitting here, and I want to thank everybody who I got to play with, especially the members of the jury who made the last 48 hours, I'm not sure, time is weird right now, absolutely incredible. As the wise Samwise Gamgee once said, by all accounts, I shouldn't even be here. I was exposed this entire game. I know when people saw the Woya tribe put together, they must have been thinking, what? And wow. But we managed to scrape together enough wins that allowed me to join the Red Tribe It was at that point that, because of my relationship with Allison, she came to Sebastian and said, no, it's me and Shauna. We're tight. I'm with her. You have to include her. And it's funny, Sebastian even told me, he was like, God, you were originally kind of like baggage to me. Like, I have to bring this girl along into my plans. When Allison was voted out, it could have just as easily have been me. But because of my relationship with Taylor, I was able to survive that really critical vote. If that had not happened, I would be sitting exactly where Allison is right now. If there's another tribal council and somebody doesn't survive, it's going to be me. And that was very clear when I was offered up as the sacrificial lamb against MT's idol. When it was that vote, I would have been going home if MT had pulled that idol out of his pocket. Once again, entirely exposed and naked, just sitting there ready for the taking. It's really easy to overplay and to over-strategize that hand. So it's critical to find the right temperature to play at. So I did not want to be caught with my hands in too many pots. And I chose at that moment that it did make sense for me to work with those players and to once again put my entire trust and faith into really two new people, Melissa and Beth, instead of choosing to just stay with people that I had worked with in the past. Luckily for me, this is a social game. I can be really neurotic and paranoid, and I stifled that down and really played that down and worked to be a calming presence with the tribes as well. Yeah, thank you guys so much for considering me, and I love and appreciate all of you. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Is it okay if I stand? Sure. Sweet. Just feel more comfortable like this. Wow. I just, like maybe a lot of you, did not think I didn't think I could get here. I knew I was coming in with some big players, and I know big players are drawn to this game. And I put myself in that very uncomfortable situation to come here and put it on the line and tell my friends and family on Facebook to watch my failures. Real tough. Did it. I'm competing against, people 20, 30, sometimes maybe years younger than me. Not all. MT. Salt and pepper, baby. I don't want the stigma of somebody who won a lot of immunities, he didn't win a lot of immunities, so he wasn't, put to the trial by fire by tribal council. When, even if I wasn't being voted, couldn't be voted for, there's still a ton of work to do. You have to make sure that the people that you are aligned with are going to be alive too, and to see where you can help move that decision to not just that vote, but the next vote after that. And I knew that I had to be more likable. Sometimes I'm a little aggressive and quirky myself, and I needed to. You all made it really easy to care about you. I came in with the mindset, I'm like, I can like them after the game, and I don't care about any of these people, but everyone has shared so much with me, and I hope you all got to know a little bit more about me. Like D gave you a fighting shot and you blew it.
More like he didn't blow it.
He did blow it up.
He kept saying, I love you, man, and I was like, I can't say I love you, I just met you, and but over time I was finally like, fine, I love you. I can tell you why I voted everybody out, but why, the reasoning behind that. If you'd like to hear it, you can ask me any questions. Did I talk too long? Or...
You did. MT, we'll start with you.
Wow, congratulations, Sebastian. Congratulations, Shauna. I'll start with Shauna. Shauna, I thought that you had maybe one of the most amazing games out here. Your game from day one was social. And this is one of the greatest games in the world for the social construct of outlast, outplay, outwit. People thought that you were a number, and you played that as a number. And I thought it was just a brilliant way to get to the end. And it's a testament to somebody that could come here that might be underestimated, might be undervalued, and to come in here and do what you did was just phenomenal to me. I'd like to hear from you. Is my perception right of what I've seen?
I mean, MT, you are spot on. Why don't you come out here and do my opening statement for me, buddy? No, I 100% felt absolutely underestimated. Absolutely. And the social game was so critical for me. I did feel strong, and I felt like I was a big contributor in those physical challenges, and that wasn't going to knock me out. But I could not count on getting to the final 2 of this game by winning immunities. It's just like was not going to happen for me. One silly thing that I lied about in this game was my foraging knowledge and abilities. So I'm not kidding. I didn't make anyone eat anything poisonous. But I had told everyone that I'd been like studying foraging since COVID and that I loved doing it. But I had decided coming into this game, what's something funny that I could bring people together about and that would be like interesting and quirky that nobody else is gonna do. And I was like, I'm gonna study the shit out of foraging. And I'm gonna come in here and learn what stuff we can eat. And people are, that's gonna lead me into so many honest, random conversations where it's not gonna look like I walked up to somebody and forced myself on them and said like, oh, hey, so what's your job? What are you doing? It's gonna be like, hey, did you see that flower down there? Yeah, that's edible. We can eat that. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And then we're having conversations. Yesterday, I was acting like a wounded animal because I can't go and play a really big game when I'm stacked at the bottom of an alliance. But I did not want that alliance to also be like, we can't work with Shauna. I wanted to build my place up in that stack so that they could work with me.
Impressive.
Thank you.
Sebastian,
Yes.
I don't see the things that, other than the end here with the immunity challenges, that really thrust you to the forefront. And I'd like to understand if that's perception's correct.
I tried a little more subversive techniques. So I can't, these 4 days have been so mind-bending. We made some plans and we talked about you. And I felt the uprising that it wasn't just me, and it's not you. It's that your style of play is very effective, but it wasn't meshing with mine, and I felt an undercurrent that it wasn't working with everyone else. So I exacerbated that and helped, find out where those numbers were to remove you from the game, so we could all just breathe 1 minute.
Thank you very much, Sebastian.
All right, congratulations, both of you.
Thank you.
I'll start with Sebastian this time. You gave me a compliment as being a challenge thread. I would just like to say, don't let this glistening, hairless twunk body fool you. I've lost more challenges than probably anybody has ever lost in the amount of time of this season. You were the real threat. I know you are a big fan of the show, and I know this meant a lot to you. How does it feel at 51 to come out here, whether you win or lose? You were the challenge beast this season.
I'm thrilled. These are one of the big reasons I wanted to come play this game is because of all of the challenges, the replicas that we see on on TV. I got to do them all, and I mean that is and win some of them. Come on, man. That was probably my biggest accomplishment. I know that wasn't your fullest question.
No, that was.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shauna, whether you win or lose, you came into the merge as the only purple left. Sorry. What does it mean to you, and what are you going to take away from the experience of running it all the way, getting as far as you can despite being the only person on an island?
I'm certainly not going to underestimate myself, which is partially what I've has been a little bit of, I feel like internally, a personal downfall of myself. A lot of people know that there are winner picks that people in production make, when a new cast is formed, they make their pick for who's going to be the winner, who's going to be the top girl, who's going to be the top guy. I remember listening to podcasts and being like, man, I don't think I'm anybody's winner pick. I don't think I'm anybody's like top female pick. But I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna be me and do what I know I do best, which is the social game. So what I'm taking away from that is like absolutely no more underestimating. Like I am a winner pick, so hopefully you picked me.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey guys!
Hi.
Shauna, you are a badass. You're my Minnesota girl, and clearly you have a good social game because there's not a whole lot of people who can just like hand someone a leaf and be like, hey, you should eat this, and we're like, okay. So you do have a good social game. You own that. Super proud of you. Sebastian, when I came over and I was the only girl, I honor all the boys who just took me in. I felt super vulnerable, but this is your moment. I appreciate all the boys. This is your moment, and you connected to my heart, and you really helped me through and pulled me through a lot of really hard moments, and I appreciate you. I admire you, and I think you're amazing. So congratulations. We actually have one more challenge. This is meant to be super quick. It's called Blind Trust. We need you guys to put your heads down and close your eyes. The jurors are going to rattle off their names really quickly. When they say their name, we just want you to raise your hand if you think you have their vote. Again, this is first instinct. This is meant to go very quick. We're going to go in order and start with MT.
MT.
Eric.
Nicole.
Taylor.
Amir. Phil.
Melissa.
Devontae.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Hey y'all! All right, congratulations you two for an amazing, amazing game. Shauna, I'll start with you. Day one, when we started not knowing what we were getting ourselves into on the tribe of, we didn't have a tribe name, that's what we came up with. I am so grateful I got to meet you, and though we separated for a bit and then came back, it was really awesome to rekindle that, and I want you to really, as we get more into the jury, focus on showcasing your strategic side, because I think some of us are struggling with seeing you as just an asset vote, but I want you to showcase, because I know you have that, of what you did to get you to this point, and not just because someone came to you with the plan and you went along with it.
Mm-hmm. Once you and Amir were gone, I got myself into a really interesting kind of swing position that I don't know if everyone is totally aware of. So I really had this ride or die with Sebastian, and I had this really strong bond with Melissa and Beth as a girls' alliance. We also have Devontae here as well, who I had worked with, and he was looking for numbers to get to the end. I also, though, wanted to balance that because I never wanted Sebastian to feel like he was just an option, and I didn't want the girls to feel like they were just an option either. Like, I wanted everybody to feel like I was 100% committed to them without it being entirely honest. So it might have felt like I'm just going along with what we agreed to and what our alliance was, because that's what I was able to successfully do.
It was a smart move. Not if you were a part of it, but me going home was better for you.
Thanks, Taylor.
Sebastian!
Yes.
Hey! I want to know from you, what is a move that you made that was your move from start to finish to get you here that helped? Yeah.
We made a couple deals, and I think that these were, relatively private. And I was very good about not making final deals. I did make one with you, and I did make one with Melissa. I thought it would be final three.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Despite being a teacher, I'm not very good at public speaking, and I'm kind of nervous, so bear with me. I want to say that congratulations to the two of you. I love both of you so much. So fill in a blank. The game of Survivor is based on blank. Sebastian.
The game of Survivor is based on luck, danger, pain, stress, hunger, some lying, some cheating. No, not cheating like that. And backstabbing. It is all those things. And it is not. That's what it is to me, and it's fun. It's fun.
Okay, Shauna.
The game of Survivor is based on outwitting the people you're working with so that you can get to the end and still have them respect your game and vote for you.
Okay.
Outplaying your competitors in the early half so that you are able to make it to that second half where the jury exists, and outlasting everyone until you're in the final 2 spot.
Okay. So I would have simply said the game of Survivor is based on relationships. And that was what I was looking for, and that was my answer. So the thing is, what I was thinking, I came in here not wanting to vote for Shauna, because Shauna, you and I both know that we did not get along in the game. You even said it openly, like, hey, Amir, I'm not working with you. You lied to me 3 times. And I feel, despite Shauna sitting here saying, Amir, I'm not going to work with you, and despite her saying that, I feel more connected with her than I did with you, and I had more conversations with you.
But you have to understand that the way you played your game with me affected how I could play my game with you. You would seclude yourself from group conversations, and
So
sadly
you
we didn't have.
said because I secluded myself, you didn't speak to me, or you didn't.
I attempted.
So how many people? So if I was secluded, how many people still over here still spoke to me and still had conversations with me and still talked to me a lot? A lot of people did. So I don't. But it's things like when I said I don't want to make this by myself, but when I sat there and I said that I felt alone, it was things like what Sebastian just said that made me feel like that, because I was secluded, because I looked secluded. He didn't talk to me, which is why I felt alone. So that's why it was.
Take a breath. First, so proud of you two for getting to this point. We're envious of the torture that y'all are having to go through. so like celebrate that, like be excited about that. Sebastian, got to play so much of the game with you, love you and value you, so I'm really thankful for you. And Shauna, our conversation this morning was genuine. I believe that if we had started earlier in this game, we would have worked really far. So I'm really excited that you are here. So my question for y'all is the same, so you will both answer this question. Getting to this point, coming into this game, being in this position, takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes some preparation. There's a lot that goes into getting here. So I think in order to do that well, you probably have to have a why that's motivating you through this game. So I want to know, what was your why that got you to this point and kept you going through this game? So, Sebastian, you first.
What I love about it, or why I do this to myself, is to prove that I can. And that's, I think really that's the gist of it. I mean, why not? It's fun, it's adventurous, you can win or lose, but you die trying.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of it is really for the love of the game. Like, you see it on the TV screen. I've been watching it since I was a little kid, watching little Borneo. It's like survival challenge. It is this unpurchasable adventure where you get to really test yourself. Like, you cannot go out and buy this anywhere. It is taking, it's pushing you to a lot of physical limits. It's forcing you to be incredibly uncomfortable people, uncomfortable physically, uncomfortable conditions. Like, all of it is uncomfortable, but it is the adventure that is a part of it that makes it such the thing that you like want to do. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you. You should be proud of yourselves. So really, like, you both had very different games and we want to hear them, so don't feel down, okay? So I have one very quick question. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. But Shauna, I want you to tell me why Sebastian does not deserve to win. And Sebastian, I want you to tell us why Shauna does not deserve to win.
Spend decent amount of times, just putting the target on someone else. I wanted her here, and I knew she was somebody that I could go to the end with.
Shauna?
Okay. Sebastian doesn't deserve to win Survival Challenge because he was not in the decision-making power moves for the last final 4. Those were mine. I got to be the critical member with people on both sides. It sucked that I was losing those immunity challenges, but you know what? I was sort of like, I'm good. I'm good either way because I'm working with these two and I'm working with these two. So it's up to me who I want to come and what I want to do next. And that's me. I only had to get past the final 5, and that's why I deserve to win, and Sebastian doesn't.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Final 2! I want to know what you would do for an extra large greasy pepperoni pizza.
I'm hiding my toes.
Kidding, no, totally. Congrats on being here. My question is, I just want to know, what was your lowest moment in the game and how you overcame that and used that to get to the end? Sebastian, if you want to start.
I think a lot of us had this lowest moment in the game, but that horrible all night thunder rainstorm with freezing cold and a tarp this big. But the sun came out.
Me?
Yeah, do you
Okay,
remember the question, the whole question, lowest point, and how you used it to get to the end? Yeah.
Okay, yes. So the lowest point in the game for me was the MT Shauna vote because I was like, ho snap. It's me or him, and I really am the sacrificial lamb here. And so coming out of that, it felt like, wow, like people really see me as useless. I was just like a total pawn to get to the next step. But I've also looked at winners in the past and thought, if you can architect a way to get to the bottom about midpoint in the game, people will ignore you for a while, and then you can just sort of really find yourself towards the end. But I was like, this is my launching point. This is where I go now from bottom to top the rest of the way, and that's what I did.
Cool. Thank you.
I haven't had time to really think of anything, but I did want to say that, Sebastian, I really respect how you let Devontae and me duke it out, decided to let us duke it out and started making. And that really means a lot, I think, to both of us. So thank you for doing that. And Shauna, you know that my goal from day one was to have a mom be sitting there. I think I underestimated your game and I overestimated mine. Right there. Sorry.
All right, thank you, jury. At this point, we're going to have you go down and cast your vote. This is the one time you're voting for the person you want to win. Speak your piece down there just like you would for a regular tribal council, and we'll get this going. MT, you're going to be first.
I think you played the most fantastic game of everybody out here, and you really deserve this.
If I could vote for a player who kept any of their answers to under 30 minutes, I would. But seeing how that was a tie, I'm giving it to Sebastian. I think Shauna's a better speaker, but Sebastian played a better game. And he's one cool dude, too.
go. I am proud of you. Like, so stinking proud of you. You did it.
This is exciting. Okay. I'm so proud of the game that you played and just how far you've come and you persevered. And I cannot be happier to be voting for you. I love you.
You reminded me what this game is about.
I genuinely told many people right at the beginning of the merge, if we do not get rid of her, she will be sitting in the end. So proud of your game. Hope that you win.
So, I did really want a girl to win, and Shauna is a great public speaker, but I also really love Survivor, and I think Sebastian played a better game.
I said I would never write your name down, and I never have, but I think this time is appropriate and allows for it, so hopefully you're not mad. Good luck, I hope you get it.
Didn't know who I was gonna vote for coming in here.
Real quick before I get to this, I just want to say thanks to this cast because it was a great season. With that, I get to do this fun part, but there's a group of more than 50 volunteers that have been busting their butts to put this all together, and they did a great job this year.
Oh my God.
One
second. I just wanted to say, 10 seasons, all from this guy. We couldn't do it without you. It's
done! Woo!
As soon as I pull these out, I get close. All right, here we go. First vote, Sebastian. Shauna. Sebastian. Shauna. 2 votes Sebastian, 2 votes Shauna. Sebastian. Shauna. 3 votes each. Sebastian. Shauna. Woo! 4 votes Sebastian, 4 votes Shauna. Starts with an S. The winner of Survival Challenge Season 10, Shauna.
So I got one vote short of, there was one deciding vote that decided whether I was the winner or not, and I was not the winner.
What is your big takeaway from Survival Challenge? What's going to stick with you in the
Just
next weeks and the years?
The level of enjoyment that everybody's, and myself included, challenges alone, the surviving all that stuff, the camaraderie, not just from the players, but all this production that goes into everything that you don't see behind the camera. It's just mind blowing. It's really humbling that I got to play a game that puts this much care into a game that I adore.
What has this experience meant for you?
Oh my God, it has been really just absolutely priceless. And I really did have moments where I'm like, what am I doing out here? I've never been this hungry before. This cannot possibly be good for my body. But it really is the adventure of a lifetime. And like Probst always says, how much do you have in the tank? Do you want to find out how much you have in the tank? I really did want to find out how much do I have in the tank?
Definitely look forward to seeing all 24 of you back next year on this site, because it's a different kind of fun, but it very much is a super fun experience. Yeah.
Can I just say something that Shauna said during her final travel speech? She said that this experience is what all of us as fans look for. Not all of us are going to get on Survivor, even though a lot of us could. That spoke to me in a way, because I don't know if I would ever have this experience without. It just spoke to me. It was so fun. These people are so cool, and we're all psychos, and we just like to manipulate each other, but they're so awesome. And I thank you for this experience, but just know it's like a namaste moment where I think everybody who has played understands, and all of us understand each other no matter if we interacted with each other properly, that this is an amazing experience, and we all just get it, and we all want to thank you, for real.
Yeah. Well spoken.
Good.